Hey Scorpio, EverlongMystic here. So we're going to get you an in-between message. In between what? In between two energies that are around you. So the in-between is basically why it's here and what you can find and what you could do with it. We're going to use the wild unknown archetypes to get the two energies that are around you. I'm not saying there's only two energies around you. There's just two that want to come through. We're limiting it to two. All right. And there was a bunch of crows outside making noise, so I knew it was time to do your reading. All right, Scorpio. The storm. Oh, I do love a storm. All right, so we have the storm and we have the sustainer. I kind of like that. This actually feels pretty good. This feels pretty good and this feels kind of exciting. So we're going to use tarot to get the in-between parts. All right, Scorpio. So this is why this is showing up, and this is why this is showing up. And this is what you can find, And then we're going to use the itty bitty wild unknown tarot for the what you can do with it part. Just get a couple for each energy. Two for you, two for you. Okay. The storm. We're gonna read about the storm here. XLVII. All right, so the storm, ooh, the chaos, the whirlwind, the disorder. All right, possessing an energy much like the tarot's Tower card, the storm undoes all that is. Everything that was solid, known, and relied upon is stripped away by the winds of fate. The ground becomes the sky becomes the center, and then the center disappears. The storm is a great equalizer, no matter how far we've come on the path, no matter our age, wealth, or wisdom. We can't hide from its savage winds. Their disturbing howls stir anxiety and make it impossible to see and think straight. You must wait it out. Dang it. If you try to fight the storm, you will lose. A better option is to seek temporary shelter and a reliable friend. When all else fails, go within. There, for a moment, you settle into the eye of the storm. You're the eye of the storm. I feel like this is a Scorpio storm. I mean, I don't know, I guess that sounds kind of basic considering this is a Scorpio reading and the storm came out, but I mean like it's unique to Scorpio. It's a special kind of storm that only Scorpio can bring or inhabit or something like that. It seems very, very unique to you, Scorpio. So why is this showing up? Wow, to bring a little love in your life. Now, for some of you Scorpios, you're going to notice something on this card that I think only Scorpios would notice, and if you see it, shh. But Ace of Cups, it's about love, right? So, I don't know. I mean, it's almost like, it's weird. I just don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. It's like, where where are you missing love? Like, for yourself. This is about you, Scorpio. Love is the reason that the storm is showing up. I just feel like maybe there's something that you've just not come to terms with, and it's been bubbling and bubbling and bubbling. And it's like this storm is created to deal with it once and for all. You know what I mean? Like, it's really putting it in your face. And it has something to do with love, and it's either about some past relationship that you've had that you just never came to terms with, or it's about how you love yourself. I mean, both are coming up like pretty strong right now for me. And so what are you supposed to find in the storm? And I really feel like it's what you're going to find in the eye of the storm when you go within. The Queen of Discs. So that's something. It's like she's showing. It's like, okay, so she's not clothed. Like, you can see her bits, right? So like she's not clothed, which is telling me that there is a bit of vulnerability involved here. But she's showing you something. It's almost like you're meant to see something in a state of vulnerability. There's something more to this, though. There's something more to this because, I mean, obviously, like, the vulnerability is there, but like, I'm not sure if it was a situation like maybe in the past, like this love thing in the past was where you were completely taken advantage of, or maybe blindsided by someone who completely just took advantage of you when you were in a vulnerable state, or what. But it's like, but this Queen of Discs, I mean, she's a queen, right? She's been through a lot. She is not a page. You know what I mean? Like, and she's allowing herself to be vulnerable. It's almost like there is a slight message here of like, you can be, grow up. Grow up. You can still be vulnerable. Like, she's trying to show you something here. There's a couple things she's trying to show you, but I don't know what that is. I feel like I need clarification on what she's trying to show you. But I have unturned cards here, so we're just going to look at what you're meant to do with whatever you see in the eye of the storm, whatever this realization is. So we have the Four of Wands here, which is a very welcoming energy, but there's a bit of there's a bit of portally focus here, but I can't really get over the symbolism of the eye of the storm, right? It's like that's the focus here. The focus is on the eye of the storm, and the eye of the storm is you going within. You going within to figure this out. It's like I'm not supposed to figure this out for you. I'm not supposed to tell you what the queen is trying to show you here because it's within you. It's in the eye of the Scorpio storm. Oh, check it out. You have two aces. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. This Ace of Pentacles is one of these things. So maybe there's a variety of things and you at least figure out one. I don't know, but this, the Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity, but it's also, again, like, you have another card that looks like the eye of a storm. I mean, that's emphasis, right? It's emphasis. You've got eye of the storm, eye of the storm, eye of the storm, right here, 3 times. And what's cool about these two, like, this has so much light coming from it, right? This is like this is like a realization. And here, this is solid. This is like kind of foundational. It's like, it's like that cross section of a trunk of a tree. It's like there's something that you're meant to discover inside that will completely change the way you see your stability. Like you're meant to realize that you have this great opportunity for stability. And it could very well be emotional stability. You just have to go into it and and see it. I almost said fight it. What why would I say that? But you have to go in and see it. It's like there's all this ruckus, right? This Scorpio ruckus, And it's like you just have to go to the quiet spot. Condensed, compressed chaos. I knew compressed chaos was going to come up in one of the readings. It's you, Scorpio. Compressed chaos. That's like I know, like when you have like I guess a digital file or something on the computer, and you compress it so that it's a smaller size. But like if you think about it, like with dark matter is filled with all of this, like just chaos and stuff. And it's like there's these like pockets of compressed chaos. And it's like, I think that's something for you to explore, because when you compress chaos, it's like there's pockets and strands of things that make sense. You know what I mean? It's like making sense out of things that don't make sense. That's part of this somehow. But I don't even know where this is coming from, but that's okay. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that there because we have a whole another section to do, and I'm already at 12 minutes. Okay. The sustainer. So the sustainer, this feels good, Scorpio. It's like keep up the good work. So there's some kind of good work that you are doing, and you just keep it up. It's like you've got the momentum, and whatever it is, I don't think it's so much related to this over here, but you're doing something good, okay? And it's work. It's good work. Keep it up. And the reason it's here, the star, because there are parts of you, Scorpio, that you have healed enough to, and it's like you've healed enough to sustain it, right? You've healed enough to sustain this good work. And even if you have storms sometimes, it doesn't matter. You can have this and that. You know what I mean? This and that are both available for you. And so what you can find in the sustainer energy, the Empress, you go, girl. The Empress, this is nice. It's like, this is kind of like, there's a little bit of having your cake and eating it too energy, but like, don't get carried away with that. But the Empress, this is beautiful. This is you being in your power. But this is also you being able to receive the benefits of your hard work. And so what you can do with this is see through the storm. No way, look at that. There's the chaos. Oh, very cool. So there's the chaos. It's like this is going to help you with this. Cool. And the sun. Look at you. Look at you, light in the darkness. Scorpio, I like it. This is actually pretty cool because like something like this came up with Virgo, where there was like this light warrior energy, and they were going into the underworld. So I kind of like this showing up for you too, Scorpio, because it's right up your alley. All right, Scorpio. So we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll and see if you get a bonus reading, or so if you get the star, that means, oh, and you have the star right here. If you get the star, that means you get a whole new bonus reading. I'll use the Urban Crow Oracle and the Crow Tarot deck. And then if you get the left or the right, I will pull an extra Oracle card for you for this reading. And of course, if you get the dot, the reading's over. All right, Scorpio. Dot, reading's over. Oh my gosh. Nobody got the bonus. 12 signs, 12 readings. Nobody got a bonus reading. So maybe I'll do a collective reading. I don't know. All right, Scorpio. This is your message. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you later.